7 natural vitamins to heal PCOS and regain harmony. Are you tired of feeling like your own body is a stranger? A battlefield where you are constantly losing the fight? Exhausted by the unpredictable cycles that leave you guessing? The frustrating weight gain that clings to you, no matter how little you eat or how much you exercise? The painful cystic acne that steals your confidence and makes you want to hide? And the deep, silent anxiety that whispers that maybe this is just how it has to be forever? Do you feel trapped in a cyclone of symptoms that doctors often dismiss with a prescription pad, offering temporary fixes that never touch the root cause, leaving you feeling unheard, unseen, and profoundly disconnected from your own feminine energy and intuition? There is good news, and it comes not from a sterile lab, but from a place of deep, ancient wisdom, a place of stillness and profound connection to the natural world. The path to harmony is not about fighting your body with more aggression. It is about nourishing it, listening to it, and restoring its innate balance with profound, loving intention. In today's video, we are exploring the ancient monk secret, unveiling 7 natural vitamins that can help you heal PCOS and regain the harmony that is your birthright. We will look far beyond the supplements themselves, beyond the chemical names, and understand the Buddhist-inspired wisdom of why they work, learning how to restore balance not just to your hormones, but to your entire being, your mind, and your spirit. So stick around, because the connection between inner peace and physical healing is more powerful and more tangible than you've ever been told. And the last vitamin we are going to discuss, the 7th secret, might just be the key to unlocking the vibrant energy and vitality you thought you had lost for good. Before we begin this journey into healing together, I would love to feel your presence and know where you're joining me from today. Please, take a quiet moment and drop a comment below to share your city or country, and if you feel comfortable, perhaps one word that describes what you are seeking today. This is a shared space, a sanctuary, and your presence matters. And if you are seeking a different kind of health guidance, one that is rooted in deep compassion, holistic understanding, and the wisdom of the body, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications. You won't want to miss the support, the stories, and the healing pathways we explore here at Sacred Women's Health. First, let us understand the ground we are walking on, not as a disease, but as a state of being. Let's talk about the true nature of this profound imbalance we call PCOS. We are taught to see polycystic ovary syndrome as a hormonal disorder, a checklist of symptoms, a clinical diagnosis. But in the view of ancient wisdom, this is a profound state of imbalance, a dukkha, or suffering, which arises from a deep and systemic disconnection. It is not just about high androgens, or insulin resistance, or irregular cycles, though those are the physical branches of the tree. The root of this suffering is a body that is in a state of chronic internal stress, a system stuck in grasping and aversion, struggling desperately to find its center in a world that constantly pulls it off balance. Your body is not broken. It is not your enemy. It is crying out for attention, for stillness, for nourishment, and for balance in the only language it knows. And I want to tell you something, and I need you to breathe this in and truly hear it in your heart. This is not your fault. You did not cause this. You did not fail. In our modern world, we are constantly pushed out of alignment. We are overwhelmed by relentless stress, by foods that are engineered to be addictive rather than nourishing, by environmental toxins that disrupt our delicate hormonal symphony, and by a culture that demands constant productivity, glorifies the hustle, and leaves absolutely no room for the sacred feminine qualities of stillness, rest, and receiving. You are not failing. You are a sensitive, receptive being responding exactly as you should to an imbued, balanced, and often toxic environment. You are so far from being alone in this. Millions upon millions of women walk this exact path with you, feeling the same confusion, the same frustration, the same isolation. You are part of a vast, unseen sisterhood, And today, we are gathering in this space to learn, to share, and to heal together, drawing on wisdom that has brought peace to minds and bodies for millennia. This space, this video, is one of safety, unconditional acceptance, and profound emotional validation. We are not here to judge, to restrict, or to force. We are here to understand, to listen to the whisperings of the body, and to gently, compassionately guide it back to its natural, inherent state of harmony. The very first step on this path, the first vitamin of harmony, is a nutrient that monks would recognize not by its complex chemical name, but by its profound function, inositol. We can call it the vitamin of inner balance, the nutrient of the middle way. Inositol, and specifically the combination of myo-inositol and dichiro-inositol, is perhaps the most foundational and profoundly gentle natural element for restoring balance in a body with PCOS. It doesn't shout. It doesn't force. It doesn't override. It whispers to your cells, particularly your insulin receptors, gently reminding them how to listen. It improves their sensitivity to insulin, the master hormone. When your cells listen to insulin correctly, your body finally understands that it doesn't need to produce so much of it. And this lowering of chronically high insulin levels is the master key that unlocks the entire cascade of healing. This single shift helps the ovaries function correctly, which in turn reduces the overproduction of androgens, the hormones responsible for so many of the most painful and visible symptoms like cystic acne, hirsutism, and hair loss. It gently coaxes the body back into a natural rhythm, helping to regulate the menstrual cycle and promote ovulation, bringing back the monthly cycle that is a cornerstone of feminine health and vitality. Inositol is the physical, tangible embodiment of the Buddhist middle way. It avoids the extremes of forcing and restricting, and instead, it brings the entire metabolic system back to its functional, harmonious center. But you might be asking, can a simple nutrient, one that's technically a type of B vitamin, really address such a complex and devastating condition? Yes, absolutely, because PCOS is very often rooted in this deep metabolic chaos, this cellular screaming of insulin resistance. Inositol is a primary agent of metabolic peace. It doesn't command the body. It reminds the body of its own innate wisdom. It helps it remember how to operate in the state of balance it was designed for, which is the very essence of true, sustainable healing. When you start to incorporate this, the form is important. The 40-to-1 ratio of myo to dichiro is often cited by researchers as mirroring the body's own natural, healthy plasma ratio. This is not something you take sporadically when you remember. It becomes a practice, a ritual, just like morning meditation. It is often taken twice a day, a quiet morning and evening moment, a simple 2-minute ritual to pause, breathe, and affirm your commitment to your body's harmony. It is safe, it is gentle, and its effects are profoundly stabilizing, not just for your blood sugar, but for your mood and your cycles. This is not just swallowing a supplement. It is a daily practice of choosing the middle way, affirming to your body, I choose balance. I choose to listen. I choose peace. This small ritual, practiced over time, becomes a profound anchor. If you have ever felt that metabolic chaos in your own body, that feeling of being out of control, and this idea of finding a gentle middle way back to balance resonates deep within you, please take a moment to hit the like button. It's a small click, but it helps this message of compassionate healing reach other women who are feeling lost and need to hear it. But bringing the body's insulin response into balance is only the beginning of the journey. We must also address the agitated environment within which these hormones exist, the constant internal storm of stress. And for that, we must look to the energy of profound stillness. The next nutrient is absolutely essential for calming that storm. May I ask you something personal? Something from the heart? How many times have you felt completely and utterly alone on this journey? How many times have you tried to explain the bone-deep fatigue, the persistent anxiety, the grief over your changing body, or the deep, primal frustration of it all, only to be met with blank stares Or worse, simplistic advice like just lose weight or just try to relax. How often have you sat in a doctor's office feeling like a collection of symptoms, not a person, as if nobody around you could possibly understand the depth of what is happening inside your own skin? I know that feeling. I know the profound isolation it brings, the feeling of being a stranger in your own life. And I want to assure you, from the deepest part of my heart, you are not alone in this struggle. If this feeling resonates with you, if you have ever felt that heartbreaking loneliness on your path, I invite you to please leave a comment below right now saying, "I understand this struggle." Just write those exact 4 words. When you do this, you are not just commenting for yourself. You are lighting a candle in the dark. You are creating a visible thread of connection, a sangha, a community, for the next woman who comes to this video feeling broken, hopeless, and isolated. Your message, your virtual hand extended, will give her the strength to know she is not alone, that her struggle is seen, validated, and shared. Now, let us continue to the second foundational element of our path, which we will call the vitamin of stillness, magnesium. In Buddhist practice, great emphasis is placed on samatha, which means calm abiding, or a mind that is serene and still. Yet, how can the mind possibly be calm if the body is in a constant state of physiological agitation? Magnesium is the mineral of physical calm, the body's natural tranquilizer. Women with PCOS are almost universally deficient in it, and this deficiency manifests as the very symptoms we attribute to our personalities: high anxiety, irritability, insomnia, restless legs, debilitating muscle cramps, and a nervous system that is perpetually stuck in fight or flight. Your body literally cannot power down. Magnesium acts like a wise, compassionate elder, gently placing a hand on your shoulder and telling your nervous system that it is safe to rest, safe to let go. It is a miracle worker. It helps regulate and lower cortisol, the primary stress hormone that wreaks havoc on your insulin, your androgens, and your sleep. It is essential for the production of GABA, the neurotransmitter that says she to your racing mind. It is in the deep, magnesium-supported sleep that your body finally has a chance to repair itself, to detoxify, and to heal. By calming the physical body at a cellular level, you create the necessary, fertile space for the mind to finally become still. This breaks the vicious, exhausting cycle where your stress worsens your PCOS, and your PCOS symptoms worsen your stress. You might be wondering, isn't magnesium just for leg cramps or constipation? That is only the smallest, most visible fraction of its profound power. Think of it as the great relaxer, the great letting go. It relaxes your tense muscles. It relaxes your constricted blood vessels, which can help with headaches. It relaxes your agitated nervous system, and it relaxes your mind's frantic grip on anxiety and worry. For a body that has been tightened and constricted by the chronic stress of a hormonal imbalance, magnesium is nothing short of liberation. The practice of incorporating magnesium is one of a beautiful evening ritual. Forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium bisglycinate are highly absorbable and exceptionally gentle on the digestive system. Taking your magnesium an hour before bed is a profound act of compassion for yourself, a clear and loving signal to your body that the day is done, the striving is over, and it is now time for deep, restorative, healing peace. You can also absorb it transdermally through Epsom salt baths, turning a simple bath into a profound meditation on letting go. Feeling the tension, the worry, and the tightness of the day literally dissolve from your muscles and your mind into the warm water. Once we have established the balance of the middle way with inositol, and we have invited in profound stillness with magnesium, we must then do the work of inviting in the light. There is a nutrient that is not just a nutrient, but a hormone that mimics the life-giving energy of the sun itself. Its absence is a pervasive shadow over our hormonal health, one that is tragically common and often overlooked, but absolutely critical to address. This brings us to the third pillar of our harmonious foundation, the vitamin of enlightenment. known to science as vitamin D. Monks in ancient traditions have always understood the power of the sun. They rise with it. They meditate in its soft morning light. They know instinctively that it is the source of all life, all warmth, all energy. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin. It is a pro-hormone that your body synthesizes from the kiss of sunlight on your skin. And the research is overwhelmingly clear. The vast majority of women with PCOS, some studies say up to 85%, are severely deficient in it. This is not a small coincidence. It is a central piece of the puzzle. This deficiency is directly linked to almost every single aspect of the condition, to worse insulin resistance, to higher rates of depression and anxiety, to chronic inflammation, and to irregular cycles and infertility. When you restore your vitamin D levels to an optimal range, it is like throwing open the curtains in a dark, musty room and flooding it with sunlight and fresh air. It illuminates every cell. It literally communicates with your DNA, telling your genes to function correctly. It dramatically boosts your mood, acting as a natural antidepressant. It strengthens your immune system, which is often haywire in PCOS, and it plays a crucial, direct role in ovarian function, follicular development, and fertility. It is the physical manifestation of Bodhi, or awakening, allowing your cells to wake up from their sluggish, resistant state and perform their duties with brightness and efficiency. But I hear you thinking, I live in a sunny place, or I drink fortified milk, so I must be fine, right? This is one of the greatest and most dangerous misconceptions. Our modern, indoor lives, our desk jobs, our separation from nature, combined with the completely necessary use of sunscreen to protect against skin cancer, means that even in the brightest climates, efficiency is rampant. And for women with PCOS, the body often has a much harder time processing, converting and using vitamin D, meaning your needs are significantly greater than the average person's. This is one vitamin where testing is not just helpful, it is essential. You must know your levels to correct them appropriately and safely. The practice here is twofold. First, supplementation with vitamin D3, ideally paired with vitamin K2, to ensure the calcium it helps you absorb gets to your bones and not your arteries, is a non-negotiable, foundational act of self-care. Second, it is the mindful practice of seeking the sun, not as an enemy, but as a healer. Spend 15 minutes in the early morning or late afternoon light, without sunglasses, allowing your eyes and your skin to register the dawn or the dusk. It is a meditative practice of receiving energy, of reminding your body and your hormonal system of its ancient, deep connection to the natural world, a world from which our hormones have always taken their cues. Before we continue to the next step, if this information is helping you see your health in a new or compassionate light, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on your notifications. We are building a community of empowered, healing women here, and we would be so honored for you to be part of this journey with us. We have balanced, we have calmed, and we have illuminated the body. Now we must address the internal fire, the chronic, smoldering inflammation that is like a hidden, secret war inside the body. And for that, we need the nutrient of pure, cooling flow. The fourth wisdom on our path is the vitamin of flow, which we know has omega-3 fatty acids. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that stagnation is the root of all suffering. When energy does not flow, when things become blocked, there is disease. In the body, the physical manifestation of stagnation and friction is inflammation. PCOS is, at its very heart, a condition of chronic, systemic, low-grade inflammation. This inflammation is like a pervasive, toxic fog. It disrupts the delicate communication between your hormones. It makes your cells even more resistant to insulin. It contributes to anxiety and brain fog, and it actively damages the quality of your eggs, creating a hostile environment for fertility. Omega-3 fatty acids, found abundantly in fatty fish, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts, are the ultimate agents of anti-inflammation. They are the cool, soothing water that calms this raging fire. They are the essence of flow. They actively work to lower androgen levels, helping with acne and hair growth. They have been shown to help restore regular ovulation and lengthen the luteal phase. And they are profoundly nourishing for the brain, which is itself made mostly of fat, helping to lift depression and clear the fog. They make your cell membranes fluid, supple, and responsive, allowing nutrients to come in and metabolic waste to get out. They restore the natural, fluid, easy rhythm of a healthy body. But can't I just avoid unhealthy fats and be okay? Avoiding the bad, inflammatory fats is certainly important, but it is not enough. Actively, mindfully adding the right fats is what becomes truly transformative. Our modern diet is tragically overloaded with inflammatory omega-6 south, which are found in processed vegetable oils, packaged foods, and conventionally raised meats. This imbalance is like pouring gasoline on the fire. The goal is not just to remove the bad, but to flood the body with the good, restoring the sacred, ancient balance between these two forces. The practice here is one of deliberate, mindful nourishment. It involves incorporating fatty, cold water fish like wild-caught salmon or sardines into your weekly meals, 2 or 3 times a week. If you are plant-based, it means a daily devotion to freshly ground flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. But for many women with PCOS, the therapeutic dose needed to truly quench the internal fire is higher than what a typical diet can provide. This is where a high-quality, purified fish oil or a sustainable algae-based omega-3 supplement becomes an act of profound cooling kindness to your inflamed body. It is a daily ritual of choosing flow over stagnation, peace over fire. We have addressed the fire of inflammation, but what about the impurities that have already taken root, the metabolic debris left by this long-standing imbalance? We must now turn to the wisdom of purification, of cleansing, and of letting go. The next nutrient is a master of detoxification, and it is a powerful ally. Our fifth truth, our fifth profound secret, is the vitamin of purification, a powerful antioxidant and amino acid known as N-acetylcysteine, or NAC. In monastic life, there are regular, dedicated practices of purification, of clearing out the old to make way for the new, of cleansing the mind and the body. This is the essence of nekhama, or renunciation, not in the sense of harsh deprivation, but in the joyful letting go of what no longer serves your path. Your body has a master detoxification agent, a supreme antioxidant that your liver produces, called glutathione. It is your body's primary, most powerful tool for neutralizing free radicals, clearing out toxins, processing pollutants, and healing from oxidative stress. Many women with PCOS, due to the high levels of inflammation and stress, have severely depleted levels of this precious protective resource. NAC is the direct precursor, the essential raw material that your body needs to manufacture its own glutathione. Taking NAC is like providing your body with the high-quality supplies it needs to conduct a deep, thorough, cellular spring cleaning. It helps protect the liver, the organ that bears the brunt of our hormonal and environmental burdens. It helps break down the biofilms, or protective shields, that bad bacteria in your gut hide behind, which is crucial for healing gut health. And incredibly, multiple clinical studies have shown that NAC can be as effective as metformin, the most commonly prescribed drug for PCOS, at improving insulin sensitivity and promoting ovulation. But it does so not by forcing a pathway, but by supporting your body's own natural purification pathways. It is empowerment, not force. Is this just another detox fad like a juice cleanse? Absolutely not. This is the furthest thing from a fad. This is not about a temporary harsh cleanse. It is about supporting a fundamental cellular process that is active every second of your life. You are not forcing a detox. You are enhancing your body's own innate wisdom to heal, cleanse, and protect itself. It is a profound act of cellular empowerment. The practice of using NAC is one of steady consistency. It is often taken in divided doses, twice a day, a steady, supportive, cleansing presence. It is a quiet commitment to clearing the slate, to letting go of the cellular burdens that have accumulated over years, making clean, sacred space for new, healthy, vibrant cells and patterns to emerge. This is not a quick fix. It is a deep, supportive process of cellular renewal and purification. We have purified the body, but to build a truly resilient and harmonious hormonal system, we must ensure that the very foundation, the earth itself, is strong. There is a humble, essential mineral that acts as the root of our entire hormonal tree, and without it, all of our other efforts can be unstable and shaky. This brings us to the sixth pillar of our sacred harmony, the vitamin of resilience, zinc. Think of the lotus flower, the perfect Buddhist symbol of enlightenment. It rises from the dark, thick mud, and it blooms on the surface of the water, pure, perfect, and beautiful, untouched by the mire it came from. Zinc is the nutrient of the mud. It is the foundational, earthy, essential element that allows for that beautiful, resilient expression of health to emerge. It is involved in hundreds of critical enzymatic reactions in your body, and it is absolutely, fundamentally critical for hormone health. Zinc is the great regulator, the quiet manager. It helps your body properly sense, create, and use its hormones. It is one of the few substances that directly inhibits the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, which is the enzyme that converts your normal testosterone into its much more aggressive, potent form, DHT. It is DHT that is responsible for the most painful symptoms of high androgens, the cystic acne along the jawline, and the heartbreaking androgenic hair loss. Zinc helps to calm this process. It also supports the healthy development of the egg, and it is crucial for a healthy, balanced immune system, which is so often compromised in PCOS. A deficiency in zinc, which is tragically common in women with PCOS, is like having weak, shallow roots. The plant, no matter how much sun it gets, cannot be strong or resilient. Restoring your zinc levels is restoring your deep, foundational, earthy resilience. But I eat a healthy diet. I have salads. Shouldn't I be getting enough zinc? Because of modern agricultural practices and soil depletion, our food simply isn't as rich in minerals as it once was. Furthermore, things that are incredibly common with PCOS, like high insulin, high sugar intake, and chronic stress, actually cause the body to excrete and waste its precious zinc stores. So precisely at the time when you are needing it the most, your body is actively losing it. The practice of adding zinc is one of foundational care. It can be taken as a supplement, often in the forms of zinc picolinate or zinc glycinate for better absorption and less stomach upset. It is also a call to return to zinc-rich foods, but to eat them with mindfulness. Pumpkin seeds, lentils, chickpeas, grass-fed beef. When you eat these foods, do so with the intention of rebuilding your roots, of creating an unshakable, strong foundation of health from which your own beautiful, unique lotus flower can finally bloom. We have now built the foundation, purified the systems, calmed the mind, and illuminated the cells. There is one final, crucial piece to this sacred puzzle. We must now add the spark of life itself, the energy to actually walk this path with joy. The final wisdom is about the nutrients of pure vitality. Our seventh and final secret, the capstone of this ancient wisdom, is the vitamin of vitality, a family of 8 synergistic nutrients, collectively known as the B vitamins. In the Buddhist Noble Eightfold Path, there is a concept called virya, which translates as right effort, or right energy. It is not a forceful, stressful, grinding effort. It is the joyful, persistent, radiant energy you apply to the path of healing and awakening. It is sustained, vibrant, and light. But so many women with PCOS suffer from a crushing, debilitating fatigue. This is not laziness. It is a profound physical reality. The B vitamins are the spark plugs for your mitochondria, the thousands of tiny energy factories inside every single one of your cells. They are absolutely essential for the process of converting the food you eat into usable, cellular energy, or ATP. They are also critical for managing the body's stress response, especially B5. They are needed to produce our mood-regulating neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, especially B6. And they are essential for processing and detoxifying hormones, particularly estrogen, especially B9, folate, and B12. When you are deficient, and many women with PCOS are, your body simply cannot make the energy it needs to heal, let alone to live your life fully, to exercise, to cook good meals, to meditate, or to play. Restoring your B vitamin levels is like adding high-quality, clean-burning fuel to your sacred internal fire, giving you the physical vitality and mental clarity needed to make all the other changes, to walk this path with joy instead of feeling like it's another heavy burden. I take a daily multivitamin. I hear you say, isn't that enough? For many women, especially if you have ever been on birth control pills or if you take metformin, both of which are known to deplete B vitamins, a standard multivitamin is not nearly enough to replete your stores. Furthermore, many people, and some research suggests this is more common in PCOS, have genetic variations, like the MTHFR polymorphism, that make it very difficult for the body to use the synthetic, unactivated forms of these vitamins, like cheap folic acid or cyanocobalamin. The practice here is one of right effort in your supplementation. It is to seek out the activated forms of these vitamins, often found in a high-quality, activated B complex. This means you are taking them in a form your body can use immediately, without having to do the hard work of conversion. Look for labels that say methylfolate or 5-MTHF, B9, and methylcobalamin, B12. This is the practice of right effort, giving your body the most effective, intelligent tools to create vibrant, sustainable energy. It is the final, beautiful step, providing the sacred energy to walk the path of harmony you have so carefully and lovingly rebuilt. We have walked a long and sacred path together today. We have journeyed from the profound balance of inositol, the vitamin of the middle way, to the calming stillness of magnesium, the illumination of vitamin D, the cooling flow of omega-3 south, the deep purification of NAC, the foundational resilience of zinc, and finally, to the joyful, vibrant energy of the B vitamins. We have seen how the ancient wisdom of monks, this profound focus on harmony, stillness, balance, and flow, is reflected perfectly, beautifully, in the physiological needs of the body. If you made it this far, all the way to the end, it means you are truly searching. You are searching for answers, for relief, and for a deep, abiding hope. It means you are ready to look at your health not as a battle to be won, but as a path of harmony to be walked, a body to be listened to, and a spirit to be honored. This channel was created exactly for that purpose, to help you understand your body, to help you regain control, and to help you find solutions that actually work, solutions that honor your whole being, your mind, your body, and your spirit. You are not alone here. You are never alone here. We are building a safe space, a digital sanctuary, a sangha, where women just like you can find support, deep compassion, and real, tangible information that makes a profound difference. If this is the kind of guidance you have been looking for, if you are ready to heal with compassion as your guide, please subscribe now and be sure to turn on the notifications. Every single video we create is another step, another lamp on the path toward a healthier, more balanced, more joyful, and happier you. Thank you for sharing your precious time and your beautiful energy with me today. Be well and be kind to yourself.